I'm here today with Ollie and Alexi of Blind Channel to talk about lifestyles of the sick and dangerous. I don't know which one of you is sick and which one of you is dangerous, but we're going to find out very shortly. Welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing?
Thank you. We're doing fine. Just got back from touring, and now it's a couple weeks off, so it's always nice. It's been amazing the whole spring so far.
Yeah, it's been hectic, and thanks for having us.
Well, let's start with the touring, because you guys were in North America and you guys were all over the place and having packed shows, a lot of people coming out to see Blind Channel. So how was the North American tour for you guys? Did it meet all the expectations?
Yeah, I mean, it was more than we expected, and even better. I mean, the crowd was amazing. There was a lot of new people, but also it was kind of great to see that there was also so many people that already knew us and already knew our lyrics and stuff, which was kind of surprising for us even. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I think everyone else did as well.
Yeah, it was our first time in the USA, so it's for only that reason it's like a big deal for us, but it was so much more than we expected.
Yeah.
Did the headlining shows leave you guys wanting a little bit more, and perhaps in the future a headlining tour?
Yeah, definitely. We have it in the plans. I mean, let's see what the exact time is gonna be, but I'm sure we're gonna do it someday in the near future.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
I hope you guys include Canada on the next run.
Definitely. I mean, I'd love to visit Canada. I've never been there, so.
All right. So we'll have a date when you guys come to Toronto. I'll come down to the show. We'll hang out, and I'll introduce you guys to some, I don't know, some Canadian stuff, whatever that is.
Perfect.
Following the success that you guys had with Eurovision, did that create expectations within the band? Did that create stress within the band when it came to putting this record together?
I mean, maybe schedule-wise, kinda, because we wanted to finish the album as soon as possible. But I mean, we had written so much stuff before the Eurovision. We were kind of lucky that we started the whole process at the end of 2020 already. So we had a lot of stuff already written, but we all agreed on a strict deadline after the Eurovision because we wanted to, finish the album, and because we knew there's going to be a lot of touring, we knew there's going to be a lot of press and that kind of stuff. So, we just wanted to have it ready when like all the tours begin. But I think it didn't create a stress. I mean, it came up pretty smoothly still.
The success you guys have had is not overnight. I mean, for some people, it might feel like it's overnight, but obviously this is the work that you guys have been putting in for a very long time. When you see some of the comments that people make in terms of what you guys have achieved in this period of time, does it get you guys a little bit frustrated that people perhaps are not giving you the dues that you deserve, considering all the work that has gone in before even the Eurovision thing came along?
No, I don't think so. Of course, I understand that. Like most people don't know us from the 8 years past, And there's a line in the new album that says, "It took me 8 years to become an overnight success." I think that's a pretty good one in this situation.
Yeah, it sums it up pretty well.
Yeah.
When you guys were working on this album, you said that you were working on it even before the Eurovision. Did you guys have any goals in mind in terms of what you wanted this album, not just how you wanted the album to sound like, but what you wanted this album to achieve?
I mean, I think creating the whole album was something new, because not only because I just joined the band in 2020, but I think because this is the first album that the band has produced themselves. We produce it ourselves, and we've written all the stuff together with me in the band, which is kind of different, from what the guys had done in the past. But we didn't have we didn't want to think it too much. We just wanted the whole album be like this is Blind Channel, this is all the elements we do, this is all the message we want to give, and that kind of stuff. So I think the whole album is just perfect way to sum up Blind Channel. It's really what the band is all about.
That was going to be my next question, because when I listen to the album from song to song, there's so much variety, there's so many changes happening sound wise and in terms of the experience. It becomes really hard to define who Blind Channel are. Is the diversity what defines the band versus just putting you guys under one single genre?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we all come from like different backgrounds. Ollie is he plays a lot of jazz, don't you? And then Nico comes from like a rap pop world. Joel plays and like has been playing metal all his life. I'm from like electronic stuff, so you can hear it, and all the diversity in the album is exactly, it's on purpose because it's all our sides put together, I think.
Yeah, and we like it because like there's nothing to restrict us. Like there's no rules basically.
When I was in Finland in 2019, every musician that I talked to about their records, they always talked about the red line. We have to have this red line from start to finish. So I have to ask you guys, when you look at this album, when you look at Lifestyles of the Sick and Dangerous, what's the red line here?
I think it's just, just like I said, it's the sound that the band is. The whole red line was keep it pop, keep it rock still, heavy riffs, but still, catchy choruses. I think we didn't have like a strict red line, which is kind of awesome, because we were free to do anything. Like Ollie said, there was no rules. So
yeah, like, and for example, like when we were recording the drums and putting all what kind of drums we want to be on this record, and then we just went for it, and yeah, that smacks real hard. So let's keep that like drum sound through the whole album.
Yeah, I mean the whole album there was a lot of experimenting. There's like percussion sounds of us hitting a trash can and that kind of shit. So it was a lot of fun to do for sure.
What were some of the most challenging aspects of putting this record together, or was there any?
I think even though I just said we didn't stress about the schedule too much, but still there's a deadline, and there's 6 of us in the band, and we want everyone to have we want everyone to be like, oh yeah, this is perfect. So it took a lot of time for us to go through every detail that every member wants to have on the album. So that took a lot of time, but really happy about the result though.
When I was listening to the album, the thing perhaps that surprised me the most was the lyrical content. I'm expecting the songs to be fun. I'm expecting the songs to make me headbang and make me want to dance almost at the same time. That's what Blind Channel is all about. But the lyrical content, some of the lyrical content feels very introspective. It felt very real. Like you guys really had a message to put out there. There's one song where you talk about people wanting for you guys to sing in Finnish, to drop out the guitars, all of those comments. Was this record a little bit of you guys putting out there maybe your diary or your inner thoughts as far as some of these lyrics are concerned?
Well, it's always been like that. Like there's always lyrics about things that like irritate us, that like pisses us off. We just wanna like get our feelings out there and be done with it.
Yeah,
and maybe why there's like pissed off feelings in the album.
Yeah, definitely. Our another singer, Nico, is amazing at bringing out all the lyrics. He's the lyrical mastermind, I'd say. And that there's a lot of, like you said, there's a kind of a diarrhea vibe in the whole thing, but also like I think the upcoming single "Don't Fix Me" is a perfect example. It's kind of a dark lyric, but still, when we created the song, we were like, we don't want it to be a dark song, so it's kind of a summer song with like a fucked up theme in it. So that's the kind of amazing work our singer Nico does on the lyrics that he creates.
Is the lyrical content all of his responsibility, or do you
No.
guys share a little bit of the workload?
We do it all together. I mean, we produce the songs together, we write the lyrics together, but I think he's the guy that, you know, if we have an idea and we think we have a great lyric, there's always a way he can turn it around, you know, to be a bit cooler, I'd say. So
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff.
Yeah, and he's very like strict on like the way it should be. Like listen, guys, this is way much better, and then we argue with it, and then in the end, he was right all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the stuff he does.
Yeah.
Is there someone outside the band that believed in the band as much as you guys believed in yourselves?
For sure, yeah. I mean, our old label head, Riku, is the one that basically has believed in the band since the beginning, and what the guys had said, you know, he's been supporting a lot. So all great thanks go to him, I think.
Yeah, and all the other people in the like first 8-6 years, like, because like those times are the hardest times, that when you start to like think about it, and is there any sense in this, what if this doesn't work out and something like that. But no, I think we always believed ourselves pretty much. Yeah.
When you look back at those 8 years, the 8 years that led to this overnight success, do you look back at it with a little bit of a nostalgic feel? Like, do you reminisce about it a lot, or it's now part of the past and you're just concentrating on looking forward?
Of course, there's a lot of like great funny memories and stuff like that. So of course we talk about them. Good old days. But yeah, like, of course, like our vision is always to the future, and the same goal since the first day of our band, you know.
Then even though I wasn't in the band before, it's kind of still, it even feels nostalgic to me to play the really old songs during our live sets. And that's what we see a lot of fans wanting to play some songs from like the first EP of Blind Channel, and I think I haven't even heard them, so so that's kind of feels nostalgic to me as well, for sure.
Having two vocalists, very dynamic, larger than life presences, how do you guys work that in terms of creating the songs, the vocal harmonies, when you need one, when you need the other? How is that process for you guys in the studio?
I mean, it's kind of fun because even though Nico and Joel sound very different, when you put the voices together, they actually kind of sound the same. So it's very easy for us to, switch parts. Like, this is a great part for Nico, this is a great part for Joel. We can, switch it around quickly because they don't sound too different. But they always, Nico is the one rapping for sure. He's the one that's screaming the most, and Joel is the one that's doing the very larger than life melodies. But I mean, there's not a strict process, I'd say. It's just whatever we feel like, which part fits to, Nico or Joel better. We just kind of work on it at the spot. We don't think about it too much, I'll say.
So the process,
it's kind of natural,
The process is very democratic. The process is very democratic.
For sure, yeah. We do, everything together, so it's very democratic, I'd say, yeah.
So when you guys are stuck on something and you're not exactly sure which direction to go, who's the voice of reason?
Man, I wish I knew that. I mean, it's usually just us. We just take a time off and then come back and, get back to it. But our manager for sure, is a great support for us. But if you think like writing on music and stuff, I wish I knew the way to get out of like a writer's block or something. I think it's just us, to be honest.
I have one last question for you guys. You've opened so many doors with everything that you've achieved over the years. What do you feel like this album, or what kind of doors do you hope that this album opens that haven't been opened yet?
Um, I'd say a lot, because we've got a lot of new audience from like the alternative scene, which is awesome. And I think this is the album that kind of gets us even, you know, more there, and gets us a lot of new fans from like even the pop scene and even the kind of mainstream audience, I'd say. So there's I don't know, the future will, you know, we'll know then, but for sure I think this is the album that's gonna, you know, I don't know how to say it.
Spread out, you know,
spread
like,
out, yeah, for sure.
there's many more places that we've never been. So
Yeah.
hopefully after this album, we will get there and play some cool shows there and meet new people and fans. And yeah.
Yeah, I think this album is a ticket for us to tour the rest of the world as well.
And live that lifestyle of the Sick and Dangerous while doing it.
For sure.
Exactly.
It goes full circle. All right, guys. Alexi, Ollie, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. All the best with this release, and I hope to see you guys in Toronto and Canada very soon. It was nice to see the success that you guys had on that North American run in the US. It's so nice to see people coming out and supporting the band, and you guys are steamrolling with fans being coming into the fold with every single day that passes. You guys are getting bigger and bigger by the minute. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.